Hello everyone, my name is Azatru, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video of mine. And in this video, I am going to be exploring Jabba's Palace with you. So we are going to be finding the secrets of Jabba's Palace, seeing if there's anything cool to be found. And I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time. You guys have been asking me on Twitter, in the comment section, everywhere, begging for this video, and I would have loved to have made this video prior to today, but unfortunately the Cine tools have been broken until yesterday. They've been broken for like 3 weeks. They're back, so I can make this video happen. But before I do get into the exploration of Jabba's Palace, I just want to let you guys know that some of you guys that are new to this channel, that have recently subscribed, have been commenting on my past exploration videos, saying you don't want to see inside different parts of the map, you don't want to see under the map. But the reason why I made this series is to do that, to go under the map, to go inside, and see if there's anything to be found. And in pretty much every single map we found something that we weren't supposed to see. So it's not about going up close to things we regularly can see in the game, but it's about exploring parts of the map we can't. And on top of that, a lot of people have been saying use Ansel, NVIDIA Ansel on the PC version of the game to look around the map, but unfortunately with NVIDIA Ansel you're very limited to what you can do. You can't go under the map, you can't go inside objects, and you have a really restricted area of play, whereas with the Cine tools you can do everything. So that's why I'm sticking to the Cine tools. You just could not make exploration videos with Ansel. Also, I am going to be doing Castle once that comes out and the Cine tools work again. Could be a week or two until Cine tools do work with the game again, but I will do Castle as soon as I can. But without further ado, let's explore Jabba's Palace. So we'll start by looking outside the map, and as you can see, it's the regular Tatooine landscape with the palace, complete with its different sections. So we'll go to the first and smallest tower first, and as you expect, there is nothing in it, but it looks pretty cool from the inside, I must say. So near the entrance of the actual palace, there is some debris outside, which is kind of weird, and we also have some rocks that have been placed a little bit oddly for some reason. We also have this little blue box, which has nothing inside it, but why it's there, I do not know. It's just there randomly. Then we also have two holes, and they lead to nothing, but they look kind of cool. And in this tower, nothing just yet, but you'll see whereabouts that is later on in the video. But it looks cool inside, and let's go into the tallest tower, and again, nothing, but there is actually part of the map under there. You'll see it later. And then we also have this dinosaur, or, well, it's not a dinosaur, is it? It's a large creature that has been there a long time. We have the bones just left there. And here we are in the entrance of the palace. We're gonna look down below and see if there's anything in there. And, well, there are some rooms that you can't actually access that have props in them for some reason. Don't know why. We also have these lit rocks that shouldn't be lit. Now let's take a look at the Rancor pit. So inside the Rancor you will find nothing, but underneath him you will find a couple of bones, mainly just some rocks. Look, see, some bones that you wouldn't see normally. Now here we actually have some material. I don't know what it is, but there's some material, and that'll be important later on. So remember. And this is the pit section again. Nothing too interesting here, but we also have some of these frog creatures that Jabba likes to eat, and I must say they're kind of well detailed. Now here we have two prison cells that had the Grimoire guards in the last game, and they're not in this version of the game. So in this Battlefront, they're not in there. However, in the patch coming June 12th, they will have been re-added. So they're not in right now, but on June 12th, they will be re-added. So make sure you keep a lookout for those Grimoire guards in that part of the map. We've got some more frogs here in the central section of the map. If you go down below, right in the central part of the map, it actually goes a little bit deeper than you think. And then it just ends like so. If we go up, we actually see a light that isn't actually a light because it just stops. It's just a ceiling with a little bit of light to make it seem like it's outdoor light, but it isn't. There's literally nothing. Inside the drum here, literally nothing. But if we go down below here, there's actually like a sewer system. A proper sewer system inside the map. It's pretty cool, like you won't really notice it, but through the grates you can actually see there is water, and if you go down below, there is a sewage system, which is pretty cool. It looks really cool, and can you imagine this being a map? If you was able to go prone in Battlefront, you'd be able to climb down there somehow. The sewer system is actually quite big, and the entire part of this map has water underneath it. And this section has a random circular object for some reason just on top of it. Don't know why, it's just there. And this is what I was referring to earlier, this material. For some reason, it's spawning under the map. It's just been placed there. Not sure why. It's just there in a completely opposite end of the map. We also have some cool pipe systems near the sewage area, which you don't see in the game. And then we also have like this arm, like robotic arm. I mean, can anyone tell me what this is? Like, I'm sure it has to be from a Star Wars droid we've seen prior. I'm sure I've seen it before. I can't put my finger on it, but that is actually inside a wall, and you can't see that in the map. So I don't know why that's there. And let's go into the Mudbath, because that's everyone's favourite part of Jabba's palace. And it's actually deeper than you think, so it's really shallow when you walk into it, but underneath the shallow section, it's actually really, really deep. So, yeah, if the mud did disappear at the top, you'd probably drown in it. Now, if we head up to the light, and we see a fan, we will find out there is actually no outdoor light, it's just darkness. But there is a fan there, which is kind of cool. Here is Han's carbonite module that he escaped out of. Literally nothing in that, but it looks cool nevertheless. We have some sort of animal and Tauntaun. Let's go inside the Tauntaun's head. And it looks pretty cool. I like that mouth. It's kind of funny. Another light that is not actually outdoor light, as you'd expect. It's fake to make the game world seem much better than it is when you're building it. Now let's see if K3PO is actually behind this door. He's missing, but is he? No, he's not. I'll put a light on, but he's not hiding behind there, although there are some props behind the door for some reason. But we're going to head out to the sand dunes, and we're actually going to find 2 sand crawlers. And you're probably wondering, why? Well, I don't have the answer, but there are 2 sand crawlers outside the map. You can never see these sand crawlers because the entire map is inside. There's no windows, but here you go. There is 2 sand crawlers, so let's take a look at them. We have this one here, which tracks are actually under the map. It's really low res, and there's nothing inside it, as you'd expect. But if we take a look at this one, it's basically the same model. It's slightly hovering over the ground. Again, I don't know why, but let's just fly away from the actual playable area and see what is around the edges of the overall huge map. And, well, there isn't much, except a lot of terrain. Like, most maps are 100% square, but this is not square. This is really rugged and got lots of mountains and stuff. That I don't know why, but there you go. You can explore Tatooine in all of its glory. Now, if we head under the map, near the playable area, we actually see this, which was kind of cool, I must say, and that's very close to the playable area. And then we have a cut-off point, and then we actually get to the playable area. And you can see that under those two towers, that is the actual map. So when you're playing underneath the towers. It looks pretty cool from this angle. But that's basically it. That is the exploration of Jabba's palace. We haven't found loads of stuff, but it's a fan favourite map, and why those two sandcrawlers are there, we'll never know probably, but nevertheless, it was fun to find. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and comment below what your favourite find of this video was. Check out any of the two previous videos on screen and subscribe for more Battlefront 2 videos like this one. See you all in the next Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.